Hi, my name is Brenda Adiba, and I wanted to share with you how Carousel of Ideas for kindergarten through fifth grade can be used for multi-level classrooms. And when I say classrooms, I mean a sheltered class or a pull-out class or just a small group. And the idea here is that when we talk about multi-level, it could be students at the same grade level, like a third grade class with a level 1, level 2, level 3 proficiency level. And maybe that means that you're trying to work with them at different levels and still have them get something out of the same lesson, right? The goal is to challenge the students at the different levels with any type of material you use. So today I'm going to use Carousel Sample Unit 3, Chapter 1. It's on occupations going to work as an example of how it can be leveled for the level 1, level 2, level 3, even though it's written at the proficiency level of level 2. So here you can see the target vocabulary: barber, hairstylist, astronaut, firefighter, etc., right? People of different occupations. So with the lower levels, you can work on the function of just naming people. So we do teach vocabulary through images. You'll see included with this sample packet if you do want to request it later. It does have the vocabulary cards, as all our curriculum does. The vocabulary cards with images and then the words. So students at level 1 are definitely identifying, naming them, right? But the level 2 students, which really is the level of the student, first we start with naming things, but then we really want to talk about what these occupation people do. So for example, what does a firefighter do? Or what kind of tools does a firefighter use? For level 3s, definitely you could talk about more in depth of the day-to-day of what a firefighter might do. So different levels will focus on different things, all focusing on the vocabulary, but different levels of the vocabulary. You'll also see here adjectives for happy and sad, so angry. So for the lower levels, definitely identify the feelings. Higher levels talk about why someone might be happy or sad and express that in maybe a sample sentence. And then for the higher levels, create some kind of context to express why someone might be sad or happy. But here you'll see all the functions. What students do with language is really what we're trying to target. I'm describing actions, describing locations, feelings, etc. And then the target forms. So this is the grammatical forms that we are working on: plurals, prepositions, present progressive tense, and adjectives and adverbs. We also do a reading. This will always be in our lesson 4, and this is a great way for multi-level use of a specific book. With the lower levels, more pictures identifying things that happen, whereas level 2 maybe sequencing the events, and level 3s who, what, where, when, why talk a lot more in depth about the book and answering comprehension questions. We are going to skip to lesson 1 just to kind of check out how you can introduce vocabulary, how we do it with images. This is called a theme picture, and we really like to use theme pictures to put a lot of things happening in that picture, right? But you can see here, people are doing many different jobs, and then we give you the word occupation to teach. So that could be generally for level 2s and 3s. What does a hairstylist do? Who cuts your hair? A little bit more schema building of talking about a specific occupation. We also then have you do, this is a doctor in a picture, right? The word doctor maybe, but where's the doctor in that big theme picture? So they see the vocabulary word twice. Very good for level 1s. Higher levels, what is the doctor doing in this picture, right? Have them explain a little bit more. We care a lot about grammar. Grammar is where you could definitely reach all the levels. You're going to see the farmer is growing food. That definitely is a second level or third level grammatical form. For the lower levels, maybe just farmer, and then you could say grow food. So kind of keep the context or the content in the what is the farmer doing, but maybe not the exact grammatical structure. All right, we're going to move on to lesson 2 just to show you we use a second theme picture to talk about vocabulary again and introduce more vocabulary words. Yes, no questions for those lower levels, but higher levels have them explain a little bit more, jumping back again to grammar, singular versus plural. We also do some phonemic recognition, again, something for those level 1s and 2s. So aunt, that, shoulder, number, the sounds, so ending sounds. You are also going to see some dictionary activities. So we have picture dictionaries for this level that will really help both level 1s and 2s. Level 3s have them make sentences with multiple vocabulary words in the sentence. All right, moving on to lesson 3, just some of the highlights here, left, right for the lower levels, but then the higher levels are, being asked. So, where is the firefighter in the picture? The firefighter is to the right of the hairstylist. So really talking about use of prepositions of location. All right, I do really want to highlight the Reader's Theater here. So we do have some different forms of reading in our lessons here. This is one of them, Reader's Theater. You can have students practice, different things here, reading aloud. Maybe you work more closely with the lower levels just to help them, again, go back to that vocabulary practice where level 2s and 3s can really do the Reader's Theater, maybe even practice it and perform it. And then, of course, check comprehension. In lesson 4, you are going to definitely have that white snow, bright snow, right? That literature piece. So you are going to introduce maybe some background schema building, a poem on snow, and then you have the author's information. That's great for all levels. And then do predicting or picture walk for the lower levels, really helping everybody understand what the book's going to be about, and maybe think about what it's going to be about. The higher levels, write their predictions on the board, later ask them to confirm their predictions. Then you're definitely going to do a read aloud with comprehension questions. Again, this is scripted for level 2, but level 1, where is the snow? Point to it. Or what are they doing this snow? Play, right? Higher levels, definitely a higher level conversation of who, what, where, when, why, or a sequence of events kind of thing. You will have a worksheet here. That's definitely great for the level 1s, level 2s, level 3s and up, maybe can do some writing from this. And lastly, a book report. Well, book report is a writing, lower level. Here's your template, draw a picture. Level 2 and 3, start with the picture, write. Maybe level 3 has no picture and they're just writing about their favorite part of the book. Lastly, you're gonna have another writing piece of snowflakes. You are going to have them write a poem. Level 1s can definitely write the poem with the teacher, whereas your higher levels are writing it more on their own. As you continue throughout that carousel chapter, you're going to have more content introduced and always ending in writing. So here's the new content of feelings. You're going to see images, people who are happy, sad, etc. You're going to then talk about why someone is a certain feeling. So like the clown is hungry, he did not have breakfast. Then talk about like your feelings, right? And then you'll have some different worksheets on feelings. And lastly, all of our chapters end in writing. So here you're going to see they're going to be writing to a person of a specific occupation. The lower levels, just work on sentence level, phrase level, but the level 2s and 3s definitely can write. The level 3s generally need to add a lot more to their writing and a little bit better grammatical structure. We also do evaluation of listening and speaking as well as reading and writing. Just remember the level 2 test is written for them. And then you'll be able to have the level 1s do as much as they can. The level 3s maybe add a section on a little bit of writing or maybe higher level questioning for comprehension. Lastly, we have something called sponge activities, but our favorite is the theme picture. You're going to see here their theme pictures have a lot going on again, but on the back, it's already leveled for you. So here you'll see level 2, reading, writing, listening, and speaking, but then level 1, 3, 4, and 5, different questions for listening and speaking that then goes into writing, already done for you for multi-level. So again, this is just an example of how our materials at Ballard and Ty can be used in a multi-level classroom and really give you what you need there and still be flexible enough for you to create or, do different things to provide depth for multi-level. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.